Be me. 25 years old, working as an assistant manager at a mid-tier electronics store called TechZone, the kind where we sell overpriced HDMI cables to confused parents and push warranty extensions on everything. Make about $42,000 a year before taxes, which in this economy means I can afford rent, ramen, and occasionally both in the same month if I'm really lucky. Live in a studio apartment that's technically in the city if you consider the city to include areas where the subway doesn't actually go, and the nearest grocery store is a bodega run by a guy who only accepts cash. My furniture is 90% IKEA assembled incorrectly and 10% street finds that I sanitized heavily with bleach and prayers. The apartment is 400 square feet on a good day. Bathroom is so small I can brush my teeth while sitting on the toilet. Not that I do that. But I could, that's the point, it's tiny. One Saturday night, my coworker, Brittany, drags me to some upscale bar for her friend's birthday party. Come on, you never go out anymore. You're becoming a hermit who only talks to customers about extended warranties. I'm not a hermit, I'm being fiscally responsible and saving money. That's just hermit behavior with extra steps in a savings account. Get dressed, we're leaving in an hour. She's not taking no for an answer. Shows up at my apartment, looks around at my sad furniture. This is depressing. You need to get out more. My furniture is fine. Your couch is a futon from 2015. It's vintage. It's sad, now get dressed. Show up to this bar called something pretentious like the Azure Lounge and immediately feel out of place. Everyone's wearing designer clothes with visible labels. They're drinking cocktails that cost more than my phone bill, talking about their summer homes and places I've only heard of in movies. I'm wearing my best button-down from Target that I bought on clearance and nursing a beer that cost $14. $14 for one beer. I could get a six-pack of decent beer for that at the bodega. This is robbery. The bartender didn't even pour it nicely, just slid it across the bar like he was doing me a favor. Brittany is talking to her friend group. All of them look successful and put together. I'm standing awkwardly near a pillar trying to look like I belong here and not like someone who just finished a shift explaining why people need surge protectors. That's when I see her across the bar. Absolutely gorgeous girl sitting alone at the bar. Their long dark hair that probably costs hundreds of dollars to maintain. Wearing what I can only assume is a very expensive dress that fits perfectly. She's alone, scrolling through her phone looking bored, occasionally sipping what looks like wine. Liquid courage from the $14 beer kicks in. I walk over. Worst case scenario, she tells me to leave. Best case, we have a conversation. This place is pretty dead for a Saturday night, right? She looks up from her phone, smiles. It's a good smile, the kind that makes you forget you're about to say something stupid. Honestly, yeah, I'm only here because my friend bailed on me last minute, texted me 30 minutes ago with some excuse about a work emergency. Same situation, well not bailed, but dragged here against my will by a coworker who thinks I need to socialize more. She laughs. Yeah, it's a genuine laugh, not a polite one. I'm Victoria. I'm Ryan. We start talking. She's cool, funny, has this way of talking that makes everything sound interesting. Went to some fancy private college I've heard of but could never afford. One of those schools where the yearly tuition equals my entire salary. She's in marketing for some luxury brand, talks about campaigns and brand strategy like it's normal conversation. I'm nodding along, pretending I understand the difference between brand equity and brand awareness. About 20 minutes in, she asked the question, "So what do you do?" Oh no, the job question, the one I've been dreading. I'm about to say retail management when my brain has other plans, completely different plans. I'm in investments, portfolio management, at advising clients on asset allocation and risk mitigation strategies. What? Why did I say that? Where did those words even come from? I don't even know what half of those words mean together. Oh, that's interesting. What firm are you with? Double. Oh no, this is escalating. Panic mode activated, making things up in real time. It's a boutique firm, pretty small operation. We focus on high net worth individuals, very discreet clientele, can't really discuss specifics. Adding mystery to make it seem legitimate. Genius move or terrible mistake? Probably both. That sounds really fascinating. I bet you have some interesting clients. She believes me. She actually believes this nonsense. Yeah, it's rewarding. Helping people grow their wealth, manage risk, plan for the future. I'm quoting things I've heard on podcasts about finance. As we talk for another hour, I'm carefully avoiding specific questions about my fake job. She mentions she lives in the nice part of the city, the part where buildings have doormen and parking garages. Where do you live? Oh, I'm actually between places right now. Just sold my condo downtown, looking for something bigger, more space, maybe a place with an actual view. I'm voluntarily homeless apparently, wealthy homeless, the best kind. That's exciting. The real estate market is crazy right now. Tell me about it. Been looking for weeks. The lies are compounding exponentially. This is getting completely out of control. We exchange numbers. She suggests we get dinner sometime. I know this great place, super exclusive. I can probably get us a reservation through a friend. Sounds perfect. It does not sound perfect. And it sounds expensive and terrifying. Walk home that night replaying the entire conversation in my head on a loop. Why did I lie about having money like some kind of sociopath? Why did I create an entire fake career with fake details? What is fundamentally wrong with me as a person? Get to my apartment, look around at my actual life. Futon, microwave on top of mini fridge, clothes hanging on a rack because there's no closet space. This is my reality, not boutique investment firms and condo sales. Text Brittany. I might have seriously screwed up tonight. What happened? Did you embarrass yourself? Worse, I told a girl I'm rich and successful. She believed me completely. Now we're getting dinner. What? Why would you do that? Are you insane? Panic, stupidity. The beer was $14 and I wasn't thinking clearly. My brain just started making things up. You're an idiot. You have to come clean immediately before this gets worse. I know, I will. Just not yet. Maybe after dinner. This is going to end badly. She's probably right, but I'm committed now. Victoria texts me the next day around noon. Had so much fun last night. Got us reservations at Marcello's for Thursday at 8. Hope that works. Look up Marcello's on my phone. It's one of those restaurants where the menu doesn't list prices. If the menu doesn't have prices, you definitely can't afford it. That's the universal rule. Read reviews. Exquisite, best fine dining in the city. Expect to spend $200 plus per person. My soul leaves my body. Spend the next 3 days in a state of constant panic and Googling how to act rich. Learn that rich people talk about summer and winter as verbs. Yet own multiple homes casually and pronounce foreign words correctly. Learn that I'm screwed. Check my bank account. $847 total. Check Marcello's average price per person from multiple sources. Minimum $200, probably more with drinks. I'm going to be completely broke and exposed as a fraud in the same night. Thursday arrives. I put on my only suit, the one I bought for job interviews 3 years ago. It's slightly too big now because I've lost weight from the ramen and anxiety diet. Look in the mirror. I look like a kid wearing his dad's suit to a funeral. Meet Victoria at the restaurant. She looks absolutely amazing. Designer dress, professional hair and makeup. I look like I'm cosplaying as an adult. You look great. Thanks, you too, you look beautiful. We sit down. The waiter brings over menus that are literally just thick cardstock with food names printed in elegant French script. No prices anywhere, no dollar signs, no numbers, just vibes and financial ruin. Everything sounds fancy and incomprehensible. The duck confit here is absolutely amazing. I had it last time. I don't know what confit means, but I nod enthusiastically like I eat duck prepared in mysterious French ways regularly. I'll probably get the steak, been craving red meat. Safe choice. Everyone knows steak, can't go wrong. Waiter comes over, starts speaking to us in actual French. Not menu French, actual conversational French. I panic internally, just point at something random on the menu. I'll have this one. Victoria orders in perfect French, complete with the correct accent, having a full conversation with the waiter. Yet I'm sweating through my shirt. You don't speak French? Rusty. Been a while since I used it, mostly business English in my work. I've never spoken French in my life, took Spanish in high school, got a C-, barely passed. Dinner arrives after some appetizers I didn't order, but apparently come with the meal. My mystery order is some kind of fish with foam on top of it. There's literal foam on my food. This is a culinary nightmare. It's probably fancy, but it looks like someone put shaving cream on a fish. Victoria is talking about her family while delicately eating her duck. My parents have a place in the Hamptons. We go every summer. It's right on the beach. Beautiful sunsets. Summer is a verb called it. I'm learning the rich people patterns. That sounds really nice. I mostly travel for work, client meetings. Which conferences? Where's the last place you traveled? Say somewhere impressive. My brain screams at me. Dubai. Had some meetings with international clients. I've never left the country. I don't even have a passport. Never needed one. Why did I say Dubai specifically? I know nothing about Dubai except it's expensive and has a tall building. Oh, I absolutely love Dubai. Which hotel did you stay at? She's been there. Of course she's been there. Rich people go to Dubai. Name a hotel, any hotel. Think fast. The Burj Al Arab, the service was incredible. I know this hotel from a documentary I watched. It's the one that looks like a sail, ultra luxury. That place is so nice. The spa there is unbelievable. Did you get a chance to try it? Unfortunately, no. Was mostly in meetings, barely had time to enjoy the amenities. Work excuse saves me. I just changed the subject quickly before she asked more Dubai questions. So you mentioned you work in marketing? What kind of campaigns do you work on? She talks enthusiastically about luxury brand marketing and high-end client strategies. I nod along, pretending to understand consumer psychology and market positioning. Bill comes at the end of dinner. Waiter places it exactly between us. I casually glance at it while trying not to visibly react. $487. $487. For dinner, for one dinner, for food we ate in 90 minutes. My soul exits my body again, having an out-of-body experience. Victoria reaches for the bill politely. I can get this if you want. No, absolutely not. I've got it. My treat. I cannot let her see me panic about $487 if I'm supposedly a successful investment banker. I'd hand over my credit card with a shaking hand. I try to keep steady, praying to every deity that it doesn't get declined. Waiter takes it. I'm sweating bullets, literally sweating. He comes back, transaction approved. I'm now in serious credit card debt for a lie. Thank you so much for dinner. Of course, my pleasure. My bank account is screaming. We leave the restaurant. She links her arm through mine affectionately. That was so nice. We should definitely do this again. Definitely. My credit card statement disagrees. She invites me back to her place for drinks. Seems natural. Going well. We take an Uber to her apartment building. There's actually a uniformed doorman outside. Good evening, Miss Victoria. Hi, Marcus. How are you? She knows the doorman's name, has pleasantries. This is normal for her. Her apartment is absolutely insane, like magazine photo spread insane. Floor-to-ceiling windows, designer furniture that matches, art on the walls that's probably real and expensive. My entire studio apartment could fit in her living room with space left over. This place is incredible. The view is amazing. Thanks. My parents helped with the down payment, but I've been decorating it myself. Still a work in progress. Her parents casually helped buy an apartment that probably costs over $1 million. We're drinking wine that she says is from her family's vineyard in Napa. Her family has a vineyard. They own land that produces wine. My parents are having a little gathering on their yacht next weekend. You should definitely come. It'll be fun. Yacht. She said yacht. Her family has a yacht. I'd love to. I would not love to. I'm absolutely terrified. Perfect. It'll be super casual, just family and close friends, maybe 20 people, very laid back. Casual yacht party with 20 people. Normal rich people weekend activities. Spend the rest of the night trying not to reveal that I've never been on a boat bigger than a canoe at summer camp. We make out on her very expensive couch that probably costs more than my car would if I owned a car. This is simultaneously the best and worst decision I've ever made in my life. Uber home costs $35. I'm hemorrhaging money for this lie at an alarming rate. Get back to my studio, sit on my IKEA bed, contemplate my life choices. Text my best friend Carlos. I'm going on a yacht next weekend. Since when do you know people with yachts? Since I lied about being rich to impress a girl at a bar. Bro, what the hell? Are you serious? Completely serious. Now I'm in too deep. She invited me to her family's yacht. You need to come clean before you end up on a boat pretending to know yacht terminology. What even are yacht things? I don't know. That's exactly the problem. Neither of us knows. Spend the entire week Googling everything about yachts and rich people. Learn the difference between starboard and port side. Learn that boat shoes are a real thing people wear unironically. Learn that I'm a complete idiot. Learn what nautical casual means as a dress code. Victoria texts me specific details about the yacht trip. We're leaving from the marina at 10 a.m. Saturday. Dress code is nautical casual. Can't wait. What the hell is nautical casual? I'm a landlocked retail worker. I Google nautical casual attire men. It's apparently polo shirts and khakis, maybe boat shoes, nothing too formal. I can do polo shirts and khakis, I have those. Buy a cheap navy polo from Marshall's for $16.99. Pray it looks expensive enough. Friday night, Carlos comes over to my apartment for a crisis management pep talk. You're really actually doing this? I have to. I'm in way too deep now. If I back out, she'll know something's wrong. Or you could just tell her the truth like a normal person. And say what exactly? Sorry I lied about my entire life. I actually sell extended warranties at an electronics store for barely above minimum wage. When you say it like that, it sounds really bad. It is really bad. That's exactly the problem. What's your actual plan on this yacht? Survive. Don't fall overboard. Don't vomit from anxiety. Hope nobody asks me detailed questions about my fake investment firm. That's a solid plan, very detailed. I'm sure it'll work perfectly. I'm going to get exposed and humiliated in front of rich people. Probably, but at least you'll have an interesting story afterward. Thanks, Carlos. Super helpful support. Saturday morning arrives too soon. I put on my Marshall's polo and my least worn khakis. Look in the mirror. I look like I'm going to a suburban cookout, not a yacht party. Take the subway to the marina. Feel increasingly out of place with every stop. Everyone at the marina looks like they summer in Martha's Vineyard and winter in Aspen. I winter in my apartment with the heat set to 65 to save on bills. Spot Victoria near the dock. She's wearing a sundress that probably costs more than my monthly rent. Listen, you made it! I'm so excited. Wouldn't miss it for anything. I absolutely would miss it if I could teleport away right now. She leads me down the dock to the yacht. It's absolutely massive, like absurdly, comically big. This is not a boat, this is a floating mansion with engines. Welcome aboard! Her dad is standing on the deck, wearing a captain's hat that I think might be ironic, but also might be completely serious. You must be Ryan. Victoria's told us so much about you. All good things, I hope, sir. She mentioned you're in investments. Portfolio management? Oh God, it's starting already. Interrogation begins. Yes, sir, that's correct. Excellent. We should definitely talk shop later. I'm always looking for good financial perspectives. I know literally nothing about finance. I'm going to die on this boat. Meet her mom? And who's exactly what you'd expect? Pearls, tasteful jewelry, polite but judging. Ryan, so lovely to meet you. Victoria says you just sold your condo. Yes, ma'am. Looking for something with more space, better location. Very smart. Real estate is always a solid investment in this market. I'm renting a studio. I own absolutely nothing. Meet various family members and friends, all wealthy, all casually asking questions. What firm did you say you work for again? It's boutique, very small, exclusive client base. Where did you go to school? State school, but I say East Coast vaguely and hope they assume Ivy League. What kind of car do you drive? I don't have a car. I take the subway and occasionally Uber. I'm between cars right now, just using ride shares, better for the environment. Environmentally conscious, rich person angle. Nailed it. The yacht starts moving. We're actually going out onto the water. I've never been on a boat this size, trying desperately not to look amazed. Victoria's brother approaches. He's wearing actual boat shoes and looks like he plays lacrosse at an expensive college. So Ryan, you sail at all? Casually, nothing too serious, just for relaxation. I've never sailed anything. I don't know why I keep saying I do things casually. We should take the sailboat out sometime then. They have multiple boats, plural boats. Sounds great, would love that. It sounds absolutely terrible. Lunch is served by actual catering staff. There's a chef on board cooking. I'm eating lobster rolls on a yacht like this is a normal Saturday. This is the most surreal experience of my entire life. Victoria's dad corners me after lunch. So Ryan, tell me about your investment philosophy. Are you more growth-oriented or value-oriented in your strategy? I know these are actual financial words, but I don't know what they mean in combination. I prefer a balanced approach, honestly. Really depends on the individual client's risk tolerance and long-term objectives. I read that exact sentence on Investopedia last night while panicking. Smart thinking. Diversification is absolutely key in this market. I'm going to throw up from stress. He keeps talking about stocks and bonds and something called derivatives that sounds made up. I nod along seriously, occasionally saying absolutely, and that's an excellent point. Victoria rescues me finally. Dad, stop talking about work. It's supposed to be a fun party. Right. Sorry, occupational hazard. I can't help myself. Thank God for Victoria. We move to the front of the yacht. It's just the two of us. Sorry about my dad. He gets really excited about finance stuff. Total workaholic. No worries at all. He seems really nice, very knowledgeable. He really likes you, though. That's actually pretty rare. He's usually very picky about who I date. Great, adding more pressure to this disaster. She kisses me. We're making out on the front of a yacht. This would be absolutely perfect if it wasn't all based on elaborate lies. Someone calls Victoria away for something. I'm alone on the deck momentarily. Her brother approaches again with a serious expression. Hey man, real talk for a second. What's your actual deal? Oh no, he knows. He's figured it out. What do you mean exactly? Victoria really likes you, I can tell. And I just want to make sure you're legit and not playing games. I'm legit, I promise. I care about her. Good, because if you hurt my sister, I know people, understand? He knows people. That's definitely a threat. I would never hurt her intentionally. Cool. Just so we're absolutely clear on that. And he walks away. I'm sweating again despite the ocean breeze. Overhear some of the guests talking near me. Victoria's new boyfriend seems nice enough. A bit quiet though, doesn't talk much. Probably just nervous. Meeting the family is always awkward for everyone. If they only knew the real reason I'm nervous and quiet. Afternoon turns to evening. The sun is setting over the water. It's actually genuinely beautiful. Victoria finds me watching the sunset. Having fun? Yeah, this is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for inviting me. Of course, my family really loves you. They love fake me, rich investment banker me, successful me. I was thinking next month we're going to our house in the Hamptons for a long weekend. You should definitely come. More rich people activities, more opportunities to get catastrophically exposed. I'd love that. Sounds amazing. I would not love that at all. Yacht starts heading back to the marina as the sun sets. Party is winding down. Her dad approaches me one final time. Ryan, it was really great meeting you today. Let's grab lunch sometime soon. I want to pick your brain about some investment opportunities I'm considering. Absolutely, sir. I'd be happy to. Anytime. I will not be happy. I'll be terrified and Googling frantically. We dock. I say goodbye to everyone, handshakes and hugs. Tess, Victoria's mom, hugs me warmly. So nice to meet you, dear. You're welcome on the boat anytime. The guilt is physically overwhelming at this point. Victoria walks me out to where I can catch an Uber. That went so well. My family absolutely adores you. They're all wonderful, really welcoming and kind. My dad never likes anyone I date seriously. You're actually special. The lies are getting heavier with every word. Text me when you get home safe. Will do. Today was perfect. Subway ride home feels longer than usual. Surreal. I just spent an entire day on a yacht pretending to be someone I'm completely not. Her family likes me. She really likes me. Everyone believes the elaborate lie. Get home to my studio. The contrast is jarring. I text Carlos. I survived the yacht somehow. How bad was it actually? Her dad wants to have lunch to discuss investments. Her brother Loki threatened me. Her mom hugged me goodbye. You're in way too deep now. I'm aware, very aware. You need a serious exit strategy. I need a miracle or a time machine. Victoria texts goodnight. Today was absolutely perfect. You're perfect. Can't wait to see you again soon. The guilt is literally eating me alive from the inside. I genuinely like her. I really, really like her. But it's all based on an elaborate lie. Lie in bed, staring at the ceiling fan. How did I get here? How do I get out of this? Can I just disappear and start a new life in a different city? Show my face when I pretended to be rich to impress a girl, and now I'm in too deep with her entire wealthy family who thinks I'm a successful investment banker when I actually sell HDMI cables and extended warranties for a living. That feeling when one lie at a bar spiraled into yacht parties, and I'm going to get exposed eventually. Be me. 2 weeks after the yacht disaster, somehow still managing to maintain the rich guy charade despite my deteriorating mental health. Victoria and I have been on 3 more dates since the yacht, each one progressively more expensive than the last. Took her to a wine bar where I pretended to understand the difference between a Pinot Noir and a Pinot Grigio and why one costs $18 a glass. I don't understand. They're both wine, one is red, one is white. That's the extent of my knowledge. Also went to some art gallery opening her friend was having, nodded thoughtfully at paintings that looked like accidents. The composition is really striking. I have no idea what I'm looking at. My credit card debt is now approaching $3,000 and climbing daily. I'm eating exclusively gas station sandwiches for lunch to afford dinner at restaurants with valet parking and sommeliers. The duality of man, poverty lunches, and expensive dinners. Victoria keeps enthusiastically mentioning the Hamptons trip planned for next month. I can't wait for you to see the beach house. It's right on the water. Absolutely gorgeous views. Sounds absolutely amazing. Really looking forward to it. It sounds like another extended opportunity for total humiliation and exposure. At work, my manager Steve notices I look constantly stressed and distracted. You okay, Ryan? You seem really out of it lately, not your usual self. I'm fine. Just some personal stuff going on, nothing serious. We'll try to focus when you're here. We have a big promotional sale on sound bars this week. I need you sharp. My life is an absolute joke. Selling sound bars and TV mounts by day, pretending to manage million-dollar investment portfolios by night. Brittany corners me during our lunch break in the employee room. So how's the rich girl situation progressing? It's complicated. Her dad wants to have lunch with me next week to discuss investment strategies and opportunities. You don't know literally anything about investments. I'm very aware of that, Brittany. Extremely aware. You need to come clean before this gets exponentially worse. It can't possibly get worse at this point. It absolutely can get worse. I'm tempting fate by even saying that. Victoria's dad emails me later that week. Actual professional email. Sends it to my personal email, setting up lunch at his country club. Ryan, let's do lunch next Tuesday at the club around noon. Looking forward to discussing some opportunities and getting your perspective. The club, he said the club so casually, like it's a normal thing everyone has access to. I don't have a club membership. I have a Costco membership. I share with Carlos. Spend the entire weekend in panic mode Googling basic investment terminology, learning about PE ratios, market capitalization, dividend yields, bull markets, bear markets. I understand approximately none of it, but I'm memorizing definitions like my life depends on it, because it kind of does. Carlos comes over Saturday night with pizza. You're really actually having lunch with her dad at a country club? Tuesday at noon, his country club. It'd probably cost more to join than I make in a year. Do you even own appropriate country club clothes? I'm going to wear my interview suit again and just pray nobody notices. This is completely insane. You realize that, right? Very aware. Thank you for the constant reminder. What's your actual end game here? Survive lunch without getting exposed, continue dating Victoria, eventually tell her the truth when we're deeply in love and she can't leave me? That's genuinely a terrible plan. You got a better one? He does not have a better one. We eat pizza in silence. Tuesday arrives way too fast. I call in sick to work. Yeah, Steve, not feeling great. Probably something I ate, stomach issues. Feel better. We need you back tomorrow. Take the subway to the country club. It's in a part of the city where buildings have actual names and history. Walk into the club feeling like an imposter, because I am one. It's all dark wood paneling, old paintings of men in suits, leather furniture. The host at the entrance looks at me like I wandered in by mistake. I'm here to meet Richard Ashford for lunch. Yes, Mr. Ashford is waiting in the main dining room. Right this way, sir. Led through the club, passing old men in expensive suits reading actual newspapers. This is what rich people do for entertainment, existing in expensive rooms reading print media. Victoria's dad, Richard, stands up when he sees me. Big smile. Ryan, great to see you. Thanks for making time. Of course, sir. My pleasure. We sit at a table by the window. A waiter immediately materializes with water and menus. Jetta, the menu has prices this time, thankfully. Everything is still absurdly expensive, but at least I can see the financial damage. Order whatever you'd like. Lunch is completely on me today. Small relief. At least I'm not paying for this disaster. So, Ryan, I wanted to pick your brain about something I've been considering. Here we go. The interrogation begins. I've been thinking seriously about diversifying my portfolio more, getting into some alternative investments. What are your thoughts on cryptocurrency? Crypto, I know about crypto from Reddit and memes. Cryptocurrency is definitely interesting. High risk, high reward scenario. Really depends on your investment timeline and personal risk tolerance. I'm just repeating things I've read online and heard on podcasts. Exactly what I was thinking. What about real estate investment trusts? I don't know what those are specifically. REITs can be quite solid for generating passive income, typically good dividend yields. Googled that last night at 2 a.m. clutch save. You know, I really like the way you think about these things. I don't think I panic and frantically Google things. Lunch continues. He's asking increasingly specific questions. What's your current opinion on emerging markets? Volatile but significant potential for growth if you can stomach the fluctuations in political risk. And bonds in a rising interest rate environment? Tricky situation. Inverse relationship there. Have to be very strategic about duration. I sound like I'm reading directly from a textbook because I basically memorized one. He seems genuinely impressed with my bullshit. You really know your stuff. Victoria said you were smart, but this is genuinely impressive. The guilt is physically painful now. Actual chest pain. I appreciate that, sir. I try to stay informed. Call me Richard, please. We're practically family now. Practically family, I'm definitely going to hell. He starts talking enthusiastically about his own business. Owns a private equity firm, manages hundreds of millions of dollars in assets. Hundreds of millions, with an M, that's an incomprehensible amount of money. We're always looking for sharp young talent with fresh perspectives. Ever thought about moving to a bigger firm? Is he offering me an actual job? I'm pretty happy where I am currently. Loyal to my existing clients and relationships. Can't take a job at a real investment firm would be exposed in approximately 5 seconds. I respect that immensely. Loyalty is important in this business, but if you ever change your mind, give me a call. I've accidentally impressed this man into considering hiring me for a job I'm completely unqualified for. Lunch wraps up after 2 hours. He picks up the check without looking at it. This was great. Really enjoyed the conversation. We should do it again. Maybe bring Victoria next time. I'd really like that. I would absolutely not like that. Shake his hand. He gives me one of those firm, confident handshakes rich guys do. Take care of my daughter. She's very special to me. I will, sir. I promise. Leave the club feeling like I just survived actual combat. Text Victoria. Lunch with your dad went really well. I knew you two would get along perfectly. He just texted me saying that you're brilliant and he really likes you. Brilliant at lying, apparently. That's my main skill. He's a great guy, really insightful. He invited us both to the Hamptons house this weekend instead of waiting until next month. Are you free? This weekend, as in 3 days from now, not next month. Let me check my schedule real quick. My schedule is selling electronics and having constant anxiety. Yeah, I can definitely make it work. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Perfect. We'll drive up Friday afternoon. I'm so excited. Spend the next 3 days having a continuous slow-motion panic attack, Googling how to act rich at someone's beach house. Search results are not particularly helpful. Buy swim trunks from Target that look vaguely expensive. They're $19.99. They're navy blue and plain, so maybe I can pass them off as designer. Friday arrives. Victoria picks me up in her car. It's a Range Rover, because of course it is. What else would rich people drive? Ready for a fun beach weekend? Absolutely ready. I'm not ready. I'll never be ready. Drive to the Hamptons takes about 2 hours through traffic. She's playing music I pretend to know, talking excitedly about her week at work. My dad seriously won't stop raving about you. He never likes anyone I date. This is huge. He's very easy to talk to, really knowledgeable guy. If by easy you mean I sweated through my entire shirt and tie. We pull up to the beach house, finally. It's not a house, it's a literal compound, multiple buildings. Massive white structure, perfectly manicured lawn, private beach access. Looks like a magazine cover. This is where you summer? Yeah, been coming here since I was a little kid, so many good memories. I summered at the public pool, dodging aggressive geese and buying snacks from a vending machine. Meet her family again. They're all already there. Parents, brother, some cousins I haven't met, family friends. Everyone's in expensive casual wear. I'm in my Target swim trunks and a polo. Ryan, so glad you could make it. Her mom hugs me like we're old family friends. Shown to a guest room that's legitimately bigger than my entire studio apartment. King bed, private bathroom with a huge tub, ocean view. This is insane. We're so glad you could join us for the weekend. Unpack my small duffel bag next to the massive closet. It looks pathetic. Change into swim trunks, head down to the private beach. Everyone's already there. Jen playing volleyball, swimming, drinking expensive-looking drinks. Victoria's in a bikini. I'm trying to act normal and not stare. Come play volleyball with us. I'm genuinely terrible at volleyball, but agree anyway. Teams are me, Victoria, and her cousin against her brother and 2 family friends. We're losing badly. I'm the weak link. Ryan, spike it over. I try to spike it, miss completely, fall face first in the sand. Everyone laughs good-naturedly. It's playful, but I'm embarrassed. Nice try. You'll get it next time. Later, we're all sitting around a beach fire pit. Victoria's dad, Richard, is grilling fresh fish. Her mom is making fancy cocktails with muddled herbs. This is what wealthy families do. They're just effortlessly perfect at everything. Dinner is incredibly fresh seafood, grilled corn, and fancy salads with ingredients I can't pronounce. I'm eating lobster for the 2nd time in my life, trying desperately to look like this is normal. Victoria's brother asked me about my family background. So what do your parents do, Ryan? My dad's a mechanic. My mom's a nurse at a public hospital. They're hardworking, normal people who would be absolutely horrified by this entire lie. My dad's retired now. My mom does some consulting work. Technically true if I really stretch the definitions creatively. What did your dad do before retiring? Automotive industry, worked with cars his whole career. Mechanic definitely counts as automotive industry. And where did you grow up exactly? Name my actual hometown. It's small, really hoping they don't know it. Oh, I don't think I've heard of that area. Bullet dodged successfully. Shortly after dinner, Victoria and I walk along the private beach. It's genuinely romantic, moon reflecting on the water, sound of gentle waves. I'm really happy you're here this weekend. Me too, this place is absolutely incredible. Thank you for inviting me. I want you to feel like part of the family, like you belong here. The guilt is literally crushing my chest. I really like you, Victoria, so much. I really like you too, Ryan. We kiss on the beach under the moonlight. It should be absolutely perfect. It would be perfect if I wasn't living a complete and total lie. I should tell you something important. Oh God, am I really going to confess right now? What is it? Looking at her face, she's so genuine, so kind, so sweet. I absolutely can't do it. I'm just really glad we met that night. Me too? Would best random night ever. Chickened out completely. Crisis delayed indefinitely. Back at the house, everyone's playing poker for actual money. You play, Ryan? A little bit. Nothing serious. I know how to play poker from college games with literal dollar bets. Great. Buy-in is $500. $500 for a casual, friendly game. I'm probably good. Maybe I'll just watch. Come on, just for fun. It's just a friendly game. This is not fun. This is a week's worth of groceries and utilities. Reluctantly buy in using my credit card that's already dangerously maxed out. Start playing. I'm actually decent at poker, surprisingly. Win a few hands, lose some, mostly holding steady. Victoria's brother is extremely competitive, talking constant trash. You're not bad, Ryan. For an investment guy who probably just analyzes numbers all day. Cards are just probability and reading people. Spoken like a true finance bro. End the night up, $200 somehow. Small victory. At least I didn't lose everything catastrophically. Victoria and I go to our separate bedrooms. Her parents are very traditional. Lie in the absolutely massive guest bed, staring at the ceiling. This weekend has been really nice, almost too nice. I'm genuinely falling for her. She's clearly falling for me. But she's falling for someone who doesn't actually exist. Saturday morning, wake up to the amazing smell of breakfast cooking. Go downstairs, there's a full, elaborate spread on the dining table. Homemade pancakes, scrambled eggs, bacon, fresh fruit, pastries from a bakery. Her mom made all of this casually like it's a normal Saturday. Good morning, Ryan. How did you sleep? Great, thank you so much. Best sleep ever. That mattress probably cost more than my car would if I actually owned a car. Victoria's dad has plans for the entire day. Thought we'd take the boat out, do some fishing. Beautiful day for it. Another boat. These people have an unlimited supply of boats. Sounds really great. I've never actually fished in my entire life. We go out on their fishing boat. It's nice, but not yacht level massive. Her dad is patiently showing me how to cast properly. It's all in the wrist. Smooth motion. I cast, the line goes approximately 3 feet. That's okay, try again, you'll get it. Spend the entire morning failing spectacularly to catch anything. Everyone else is catching fish. I'm catching nothing but seaweed. Not a big fisherman, huh? More of a catch and release philosophy guy. Prefer to just enjoy being on the water. Smooth save, crisis averted. Victoria catches a decent-sized fish. She's genuinely excited. Look, it's huge. It's a medium-sized fish, but I'm enthusiastically supportive. That's really impressive. Nice catch. Her dad is beaming with fatherly pride. This family does literally everything together. It's actually kind of really nice. Makes me genuinely miss my own family who I haven't told about Victoria. Can't tell them because explaining the elaborate lie would be impossible. Back at the house, afternoon activities include tennis. I don't play tennis. Never have. You play, Ryan? Casually. Nothing competitive. Why do I keep reflexively saying I do things casually? Get on the tennis court with Victoria. She's legitimately good, like actually skilled, probably had expensive lessons since age 5. I'm just randomly hitting the ball, hoping it goes vaguely over the net. You're doing great. I'm terrible. She's being incredibly nice. We play for an hour. She wins literally every single game. Good match. It was not a good match. It was a complete massacre. That evening, her parents throw an impromptu dinner party, inviting their Hamptons friends over, about 20 wealthy people. I'm meeting more rich people, more opportunities to catastrophically screw up. Get dressed in my one nice shirt, same exact one from the yacht. Desperately hope nobody notices it's the identical outfit. Party starts, everyone's drinking champagne, eating appetizers with names I can't pronounce. Get introduced to various successful people. This is Ryan. Victoria's boyfriend, he's in investment management. Shake hands repeatedly, make endless small talk, pretend I belong here. One guy asks detailed questions about current market conditions. What do you think about the Fed's recent rate decisions? Cautiously optimistic, really depends on upcoming inflation data. Read that in the Wall Street Journal this morning, thank God. Another woman asks about my specific firm. What's the name of your firm exactly? Oh no, never actually named my fake firm. Archer Capital Management. Made that up completely on the spot, desperately hope it's not a real company. Interesting. I don't think I've heard of them. We're pretty low profile, small exclusive client base, very discreet. Exclusivity is consistently my best defense mechanism. Dinner is served formally. Shout out, I'm seated between Victoria's mom and some family friend. Family friend is a corporate lawyer asking probing questions about my background. Where did you go to undergrad? Name my actual state school, honestly. And business school? I didn't go to business school, can't afford business school. Took a non-traditional path, honestly, learned on the job, mentorship. Interesting approach. What was your very first position? Retail sales, but I say client relations and services. Technically the exact same thing from a certain perspective. He seems satisfied, moves on to talking about his vacation home in Tuscany. Literally, everyone here has multiple homes in multiple countries. It's completely normalized. I have one tiny apartment and share the bathroom with myself. After dinner, Victoria finds me outside. You're doing so great. Everyone loves you. Your family and friends are all wonderful people. My mom asked if we're getting serious. What did you tell her? I said I think so. I mean, are we? Relationship definition conversation happening right now. I'd really like to be serious. Me too, I want that. We're officially official. I'm officially in a serious relationship built entirely on lies. Sunday morning. Time to head back to the city in reality. Pack up my stuff. Say goodbye to everyone. Her mom hugs me tightly again. Come back absolutely anytime. You're always welcome here. Her dad shakes my hand firmly. Great having you, Ryan. Let's definitely do that lunch again very soon. Drive back to the city feels emotionally heavy. Victoria's really happy, talking enthusiastically about future plans together. Maybe for Thanksgiving you could meet my extended family? Thanksgiving, that's months away. This is getting increasingly serious. I'd really like that a lot. No, I wouldn't. I'd like to stop lying immediately. She drops me off at my apartment building. Want to come up for a bit? I can't. Have an early meeting tomorrow morning, but I'll call you tonight. She absolutely can't come up because my apartment would immediately expose everything. Watch her drive away in her Range Rover. Go inside my studio. It feels somehow smaller than ever before. Sit on my IKEA bed, look around at my actual life. Secondhand furniture, bare walls, bathroom. I can touch both walls of simultaneously. This is who I actually am, not who I'm pretending to be. Text Carlos. I'm in an official relationship now. With the rich girl? Yeah. How it's serious now. Did you tell her the truth yet? No, not yet. Bro, seriously? I know, I'm a complete coward. You need to tell her before she finds out some other way. I will, just not yet when the time is right. There will literally never be a right time for this. Victoria calls that night. I had the absolute best weekend. My family seriously adores you. I had a really great time too. Thank you for everything. I'm falling for you, Ryan, like really falling. Oh no, she said it directly. I'm falling for you too, Victoria. It's completely true, and that makes everything infinitely worse. I'm falling for her while lying about absolutely everything. I'll see you this week? Definitely, can't wait. Hang up, stare at my phone. I'm in way too deep now. The lie has become a real relationship. Yet the relationship is becoming genuinely serious. Eventually this will all catastrophically collapse. But not tonight. Tonight I'm just going to pretend everything's completely fine. My face when I spent a weekend at my girlfriend's Hamptons beach house pretending to be rich while slowly falling genuinely in love with her, knowing eventually I'll have to confess that my entire life is an elaborate lie. That feeling when you're living a double life and both versions are equally exhausting. Be me. 3 months deep into this relationship, the lies have compounded into something completely unsustainable. Victoria and I are seriously dating now. Exclusive, official, meeting each other's people. She's met my business partners, which are actually Carlos and Brittany, acting in the performance of their lives. Carlos wore a suit he rented from Men's Warehouse for $89. Brittany Googled finance terminology for 2 solid hours beforehand. So Ryan tells us you work in private equity. That must be fascinating. Brittany trying so incredibly hard, bless her heart. Victoria has a key to my temporary apartment, which is actually Carlos's significantly nicer place. Convinced her I'm between condos, temporarily staying at a friend's place while looking for the perfect new spot. Carlos is being compensated for the charade and free dinners and constant anxiety. My credit card debt has now catastrophically reached $8,000. 8,000 actual dollars in debt for maintaining an elaborate lie, eating exclusively ramen noodles and gas station sandwiches to afford the image. Lost 15 pounds from the poverty and anxiety diet combination. Victoria thinks I'm on an intense fitness kick. You look great lately. What's your secret workout routine? Poverty and constant stress, babe. That's the secret. At work, my manager Steve pulls me aside seriously. Ryan, we need to have a conversation about your performance. Is everything okay? You've been really distracted for months now. Is something going on? Just personal stuff. I'm handling it though. Well, your sales numbers are down significantly, and I need you to refocus. Selling extended warranties while pretending to manage investment portfolios is absolutely destroying my soul. Brittany corners me during our lunch break in the sad employee break room. You look genuinely terrible, like seriously unwell. Thanks so much, really supportive. I'm being serious, you've lost weight, you look constantly stressed. This lie is actively destroying you. I'm very aware. So just end it. Tell her the actual truth. I can't, we're in love now, she said it last week. And what did you say back? I said it back, obviously, while lying about literally who you are. Yes, Brittany, I'm painfully aware of the irony. This is going to blow up spectacularly and soon. She's absolutely not wrong about that. Victoria's been dropping hints about me meeting her extended family. Which my grandmother is coming to visit the city next month. She really wants to meet you. Great, more people to deceive. I'd absolutely love to meet her. Week later, Victoria casually suggests we attend some charity gala her family is going to. It'll be so fun. It's for a really good cause and we get to dress up fancy. What's the dress code exactly? Black tie formal. I don't own a tuxedo. Never needed one in my life. Sounds perfect. Rent a tux from a place that charges $200 just to borrow clothes. $200 to temporarily wear someone else's formal wear for one night. The financial math on this lie is absolutely devastating. Night of the gala finally arrives. Meet Victoria at the venue. It's at some prestigious museum. Everyone looks like they stepped directly out of Vogue. Victoria's wearing a gown that probably costs more than my entire monthly salary before taxes. You look absolutely beautiful. You look so handsome in that tux. I look like I'm playing elaborate dress-up in someone else's life. Inside the gala, it's excessive beyond belief. Literal ice sculptures, live orchestra, champagne towers, celebrities I recognize. The charity auction starts. People are casually bidding thousands on random luxury items. $50,000 for a weekend in Napa Valley. $50,000 for a weekend trip. That's more than I make in an entire year. Victoria's parents are there with their wealthy social circle. Get introduced to more influential people, more lies, more anxiety. Ryan, so wonderful to see you again. Her dad, Richard, introduces me to a business partner. This is Ryan, a brilliant young investor I was telling you about, really sharp analytical mind. Sharp mind currently full of Wikipedia knowledge and lies. The business partner asks probing questions. What specific sectors are you focused on currently? Primarily technology and healthcare, significant growth potential. Any particular companies you're especially bullish on? Name some companies I've heard mentioned in the news recently. Interesting picks? What's your investment thesis? My thesis is that I read about them on Reddit yesterday. Innovation potential and strong market positioning, solid fundamentals. Business buzzwords are consistently my lifeline. He seems genuinely impressed, hands me his business card. We should grab coffee soon. I'd love to hear more of your perspectives. Another person wanting to professionally network with fake me. Victoria pulls me away to dance finally. You're so naturally good at this networking stuff. Everyone's always impressed. Just trying to make good impressions. You always do, my dad keeps saying. You're literally the best guy I've ever dated. The bar must be extremely low or I'm an excellent liar. Definitely both, probably. During the formal dinner, seated with her family and genuinely important people. An actual senator's at our table. This is completely absurd. Make small talk about policy and economic trends. Just repeating things I heard on podcasts and read on Twitter. Victoria holds my hand under the table affectionately. She's so happy, so genuinely in love. Yet I'm a complete fraud, sitting at a table with accomplished people pretending to be one of them. Auction ends. Some luxury item goes for $300,000. $300,000 actual dollars for charity. These people are insane. We should donate something too, Victoria wants to contribute. How much were you thinking? I don't know, maybe $5,000? $5,000 I absolutely don't have. Let's do it. Put it on my credit card that's already completely maxed out. The credit card company is probably going to think I've been kidnapped. End of the night, Victoria is absolutely glowing. Thank you so much for coming. This was absolutely perfect. I had a great time. I had an extremely stressful time, but I'm committed to this bit. She invites me back to her place. We're intimate. It's wonderful. But I feel like I'm betraying her even while being with her. Lying next to her afterwards, she's peacefully asleep. Look at my phone, credit card alert notification. Your balance is now $11,847. $11,000 in debt for maintaining a fake life. This is completely unsustainable long term. Next morning, wake up in her expensive bed, in her expensive apartment. She's making breakfast in her designer kitchen like it's effortless. Coffee? Please, desperately. Sit at her marble kitchen island. Everything is expensive and perfect. My kitchen is a hot plate and a mini fridge from Craigslist. I was thinking maybe we should start looking at places together. Immediately choke on my coffee violently. What? I know it's moving fast, but we're together constantly anyway. Just why pay for two separate places? Because one of those places doesn't actually exist in reality. That's a really big step. I know, just think about it seriously. Absolutely no pressure. All the pressure, maximum possible pressure. I'll definitely think about it. Cannot move in together. That would require explaining I don't own property and live in a tiny studio. Go home to my actual apartment. The contrast is absolutely jarring. Text Carlos. She wants to move in together. You have to tell her the truth immediately. I know. Like today, right now, before this gets impossibly worse. I will eventually. I absolutely won't. Week goes by, actively avoiding the conversation. Victoria thinks I'm being thoughtful and careful about the big decision. I'm actually having a continuous, slow mental breakdown. When my manager Steve calls me into his office. Ryan, I need to have a serious talk about your performance. Oh no, am I getting fired now? Your sales are down 40% this quarter. You're constantly distracted. You've called out sick multiple times. I've been dealing with some personal issues. I understand, but I need significant improvement, or we'll have to discuss your future position here. Might lose my actual real job while pretending to have a fake better job. The irony is absolutely crushing. I'll do better immediately, I promise. I hope so. You're a good employee when you're actually focused. Leave his office feeling like my entire life is collapsing. That night, Victoria calls excitedly. Hey, my grandmother's in town tomorrow. Want to have dinner with us? Meeting the grandmother. Another level of serious commitment. Absolutely, I'd love to. Great. She's staying at the Plaza. We'll meet in their restaurant at 7. The Plaza Hotel, of course. Where else would wealthy grandmothers stay? Show up the next night in my interview suit once again. Victoria is there with an elegant older woman, absolutely dripping in expensive jewelry. Grandmother, this is Ryan. So lovely to meet you, young man. She has that old money accent, very refined and posh. Pleasure to meet you, ma'am. Victoria tells me you're in finance, investment management? Yes, ma'am, that's correct. My late husband was in finance for decades, ran a successful hedge fund for 40 years. Oh no, she knows about actual real finance. Dinner is going relatively fine until she starts asking specific technical questions. But what's your alpha generation strategy? I don't know what that means specifically. Primarily focused on risk-adjusted returns through carefully diversified asset allocation. Just saying words I've heard before. Interesting approach. And your Sharpe ratio targets? What is a Sharpe ratio? Is that a person named Sharpe? Depends significantly on market conditions and individual client objectives. Vague enough to maybe work somehow. She's looking at me rather skeptically. You seem quite young to be managing serious money? I've been fortunate to learn from excellent mentors and opportunities. Where did you say you attended school? Tell her my actual state school. And you went directly into investment management? Worked my way up gradually, started in client services. Client services at an electronics store. Technically accurate. She's not fully convinced, I can definitely tell. Victoria doesn't notice any tension. She's just happy. We're all together. After dinner, grandmother pulls me aside privately. Ryan, can I speak with you alone for a moment? Oh no, oh no, oh no. We step away from the table. I'm very protective of my granddaughter, you understand. I completely understand, ma'am. She's been hurt before by men who weren't genuine with her. The guilt is absolutely overwhelming. I care about her very deeply. I sincerely hope so, because if you hurt her, you'll have to answer to me personally. This sweet old lady just directly threatened me. I would never hurt her intentionally. Intentionally doing heavy lifting in that sentence. Go back to the table. Grandmother seems satisfied for now. Yeah, but I can tell she's still suspicious of me. Later, Victoria and I are walking through the city. My grandmother really liked you. She's quite intimidating, honestly. She's just very protective. She lost my grandfather last year. Very sensitive about family now. Great. More emotional weight and guilt. I completely get it. We stop at a park, sit on a bench. I love you, Ryan. I love you too, Victoria. It's completely true. I do genuinely love her, but I love her as a lie, as fake me. I've been thinking more about the moving in together thing. My heart literally stops. Yeah? I don't want to rush you, obviously, but I see a real future with you, like marriage and everything. I see that too. So maybe in a few months we can seriously start looking at places together. Yeah, that sounds really good. I'm just buying time, delaying the inevitable. Week later, everything catastrophically falls apart. I'm at work when I get a text from an unknown number. Hey man, this is kind of weird, but I think you're dating my sister. Can we talk? Who is this exactly? Call the number. It's Victoria's brother. Hey Ryan, sorry to text randomly out of the blue. Is everything okay? Yeah, I just wanted to talk about something. Sure, what's going on? A friend of mine said they saw you working at an electronics store, said you were wearing a name tag and everything. My blood runs completely cold. Must be a case of mistaken identity. That's what I figured initially, but he was pretty sure, even showed me a photo he took. There's photographic evidence. Can you send it to me? Yeah, 1 second. Photo comes through, it's definitely me in my work uniform. A name tag clearly visible. My entire life is over. I can explain this. I'm listening. Meet him at a coffee shop an hour later. He's sitting there looking very serious. So what's actually going on? Might as well come completely clean now. I lied about everything. I'm not an investment banker. I'm an assistant manager at an electronics store making $42,000 a year. Why would you lie about that? I met Victoria at a bar, panicked when she asked what I do, made up an impressive job to impress her, then it completely spiraled out of control. It spiraled? You've been lying for literal months. I know, I'm a terrible person. I was going to tell her eventually. When exactly? After you move in together based on lies? I don't know. And I kept thinking I'd find the right time. There is no right time for this kind of thing. He's absolutely angry, completely rightfully so. Are you going to tell her? That's not my secret to tell, but you need to tell her immediately today. I will. If you don't tell her by tomorrow, I will. Ultimatum clearly delivered. I'll tell her tonight. Good, because she deserves the complete truth. He leaves. I sit there for an hour. This is it. The inevitable moment of truth. Call Victoria. Hey, I was just thinking about you. Can we meet? I really need to talk to you about something important. Sure. Is everything okay? You sound really serious. I'll explain everything in person. Can you meet me at that park we like? Yeah, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Those 20 minutes feel like absolute hours. She shows up, looking genuinely concerned. What's wrong? Sit down on a bench. I need to tell you something, and you're going to be very upset. You're scaring me. What is it? Deep breath. I haven't been completely honest with you about who I actually am. What do you mean exactly? I'm not an investment banker. I don't work at a boutique firm. I don't manage portfolios for wealthy clients. She's staring at me. What? I'm an assistant manager at an electronics store called TechZone. I make $42,000 a year before taxes. I live in a 400 square foot studio apartment. Everything I've told you about my job and my life has been an elaborate lie. Complete silence. She's processing. You've been lying this entire time? Yes, about everything. About your job, your money, where you live, all of it? Yes, all of it. Why would you do that? Because when we first met, you seemed so sophisticated and successful, and I completely panicked. I thought if you knew I was just a retail manager, you wouldn't be interested in me at all. So you lied for 3 entire months? I kept meaning to tell you, but it got more serious, and I fell genuinely in love with you. And I didn't know how to come clean without losing you completely. She's crying now. I trusted you completely. I introduced you to my entire family, my grandmother, everyone. I know, I'm so sorry. They all liked you so much. My dad wants to hire you. Do you know how humiliating this is? I never meant to humiliate you. But you did. You let me believe you were someone you're completely not. She's absolutely right. Completely right. I love you, Victoria. That part was real. My feelings are completely real. How can I believe anything you say now? I don't know. I just needed you to know the actual truth. What about your apartment? The one you're supposedly selling? I live in a studio in a bad neighborhood. I've been lying about that too. And all those expensive dinners, the charity donation, credit card debt. I'm about $12,000 in debt now. You went into massive debt to keep up a lie? Yes, I know it's completely insane. She stands up. I need space. I can't even look at you right now. Victoria, please. No, you lied to me for months. You let me fall in love with someone who doesn't actually exist. I exist. The person you fell for is me, just with a different job. It's not just the job, Ryan. You lied about everything. Your life, your values. It's who you fundamentally are. She's walking away. Please don't go. I need time to think. Don't contact me. Watch her leave. Feel my heart completely break. Sit on that bench for 2 hours. Call Carlos. I told her everything. How'd she take it? About as badly as you'd expect. She left, told me not to contact her. I'm really sorry, man. I ruined absolutely everything. You made a mistake, a really big, stupid mistake, but you told the truth finally. Too late, though. Maybe, maybe not. Give her time. Go home to my actual apartment. It feels emptier than ever. Check my phone obsessively. No messages from Victoria. 3 days go by, absolutely nothing. Her brother texts. She knows everything. She's devastated. Give her space. Week goes by, still nothing at all. I'm a complete mess, can barely function at work. But my manager notices. You doing okay? Broke up with my girlfriend. Sorry to hear that. Take some time if you need it. 2 weeks later, finally get a text from Victoria. Can we talk? Yes, anytime, anywhere. Coffee shop on 5th, tomorrow at 2? I'll be there. Show up 30 minutes early, nervous as hell. She arrives exactly at 2, looks exhausted and tired. Hi. Hi. We sit, awkward silence. I've been thinking a lot about everything. Me too, constantly. What you did was really messed up. I know. You lied to me, to my entire family. You built a completely fake life. I did. But I've also been thinking about the actual person I fell in love with. There's hope in that sentence. The guy who made me laugh, who listened to me, who was kind and thoughtful. That was real, right? Yes, that was all completely real. Yet the only thing that was fake was the job and the money. That's a pretty huge thing to fake. I know. She's quiet for a minute. My therapist said I need to decide if I can actually forgive you. You're seeing a therapist about this? Yeah, it really hurt. I needed to talk to someone professional. The guilt is overwhelming. I'm so sorry, Victoria. I know you are. Can you forgive me? I don't know yet, but I want to try. Really? I love you. The real you. Whoever that actually is, I want to get to know him. I want that too so much. But we have to start completely over, like totally over. No lies whatsoever. No lies, I promise. And you have to come clean to my entire family. All of them? Yes, all of them. My parents, my brother, my grandmother, everyone. That's going to be incredibly humiliating. It should be. You lied to all of them extensively. You're absolutely right. We talk for hours, really genuinely talk. I tell her about my real life, my real apartment, my real job, everything. Can I see your actual apartment? It's really small and not nice at all. I want to see where you actually live. Take her to my studio. She's quiet the entire time. This is it. She looks around carefully. It's cozy in its own way. It's tiny and sad, but it's honest and real. She smiles a little. Over the next month, we rebuild slowly and carefully. I come clean to her family. It's absolutely awful. Her dad is deeply disappointed. I can't believe you lied to all of us. I'm so sorry, sir. Her mom is genuinely hurt. We welcomed you into our home. I know, I don't deserve your forgiveness. Her brother is angry, but eventually comes around. Their grandmother is surprisingly understanding. Young men do stupid things for love sometimes. Slowly, painfully, things gradually get better. Victoria and I are dating again, but completely different now. She comes to my actual apartment. We eat cheap takeout. This is nice, normal, and real. It's very normal. I like it. No pressure, no pretending. We're building something genuine now. 6 months later, things are genuinely good. I'm still in debt, but actively working on it. Victoria is patient and supportive. Her family is slowly forgiving me. We're at dinner at a cheap restaurant I can actually afford. I have something to tell you. Oh no, what now? Nothing bad. My dad offered me an actual job. What? He said if I'm serious about you, I should be serious about my career. Had offered me an entry-level position at his firm. Are you going to take it? I don't know, it feels like charity. It's an opportunity. Would you be okay with it? I think you should do what makes you happy. Consider it carefully for a week. Eventually take the job. It's real. I'm actually learning real things. Turns out I'm not terrible at finance when I'm not lying about it. A year later, Victoria and I move in together, into a place we can both actually afford honestly. It's not fancy, but it's ours, genuinely ours. Her family comes to our housewarming party. Her dad pulls me aside. You've come a long way. I'm trying to be better every day. You are better. You owned your mistake. That takes real courage. Thank you, sir. That means a lot. Life is different now, harder in some ways, better in others. I'm with someone I love. They're being myself, no lies. The debt is almost completely paid off. Working a job I'm actually qualified for. My face when I pretended to be rich to impress a girl, got invited to her family's yacht, maintained an elaborate lie for months, went into massive debt, eventually confessed everything, almost lost her completely, but somehow ended up with a real relationship and a genuinely better life. That feeling when your absolute worst mistake became your best lesson and you realize being yourself is way less exhausting than pretending to be rich.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Met a girl at a fancy bar, said I'm in his portfolio. Now I'm on her daddy's yacht, drowning in my credit card debt. Google finance terms at night. Rented tux I can't afford, eating ramen for every meal. I'm faking it, pretending that I'm rich. Maxed out all my cards, living like I'm large. This lie is getting big, but I can't quit. Hampton's house in country clubs, her dad wants investment tips. I just read Investoria, someone please just $12,000 deep, all for someone I just met. Worth it? Maybe. Probably not. I'm faking it, pretending that I'm rich. Sold my soul for this. One day she'll find out this lie is my life now. Can't stop, won't stop. Should have been honest from the start.